Welcome back to our series of videos on our great road trip throughout the country. Last time we traveled all around Oregon and Washington, hitting the national parks, the Oregon coastline, and finishing with a long weekend in Seattle with our son Jamie. Now we head to Montana to spend a week in Glacier National Park. But first we stopped on the way over in the Idaho Panhandle and camped for a few nights in the Bumblebee Campground in the Coeur d'Alene National Forest. We checked out nearby Wallace, the self-proclaimed center of the universe, where we enjoyed a great dinner at the Fainting Goat, and then packed up and continued east towards Glacier. The drive through Idaho and Montana was spectacular. We drove along Flathead Lake, and finally arrived in West Glacier, where we had a week reserved in the Apgar campground right next to Lake McDonald. We made it a point to walk over to the lake at least once every day we were there, and even when we had to get some work done, we brought along the Starlink setup and a solar panel and took advantage of the clear view to the sky. Across the lake was the dog-friendly Rocky Point Nature Trail, so we took Rudy over there and he really enjoyed it. That night, our daughter and her family flew in from Oakland to spend a couple of weeks with us on our trip. I picked them up from the Kalispell airport, they set up their tent next to our trailer, and we had a great time camping with our grandson Finley. Sharon and I took the shuttle bus over to hike the Hidden Lake Trail, passing over the famous Going to the Sun Road. Hidden Lake Trail is a beautiful hike, fairly easy at 3 miles out to the overlook and back. The trail is mostly a boardwalk with built-in steps and provided incredible views all around. The payoff at the overlook was beautiful. On the way back, we spotted a herd of bighorn sheep, and we added that to our list of wildlife sightings on our trip. We got back to the campsite with just enough time to see another gorgeous sunset at the lake. Sharon and I were also able to get over to hike the Avalanche Lake Trail, a 6-mile out and back with yet another spectacular payoff at the top. We spent more time back at Lake McDonald with Finley, who taught us how to throw rocks into the lake. We had a great time with Finley all week, and he and Rudy enjoyed relaxing in the trailer with some Bluey videos on the iPad. After our week in Glacier was over, we headed over to nearby Whitefish, where we stayed in a rustic Airbnb for the weekend. Of course, Finley worked on his rock throwing skills at Whitefish Lake. After Whitefish, we packed up, hit the road, and headed toward our next stop, Yellowstone National Park. Thanks for watching.